Have you ever felt like you're fighting a war that no one else can see? A silent battle taking place not on a distant field, but in the territory of your own mind. You know what needs to be done. You have the plan, the goal, the burning desire. But when it's time to act, something paralyzes you. An invisible force, an anchor that keeps you held in the same place. You know it well. It is the voice of procrastination. It is the whisper of doubt. It is the paralyzing fear of failure. This enemy doesn't wear armor or wield a sword. It uses your own voice to convince you that you aren't good enough, that it's not the right time, that it's better to leave it until tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes next week, which becomes next year, which becomes an entire lifetime of unfulfilled potential. Today, we aren't going to talk about external enemies. We aren't going to blame circumstances, the economy, or the lack of opportunities. Today, we are going to look inside and declare war on the greatest saboteur of your dreams, yourself. Think back to your childhood. Remember the absence of fear? We aren't born with the manual for self-sabotage. A child doesn't calculate the risk of being judged when trying to take those first steps. They simply get up, fall, and get up again, driven by pure curiosity. They don't procrastinate the joy of exploring the world. Where did we lose that courage? Where along the way did we learn to build our own cages? Was it in school, when a red grade told us we weren't smart? Was it at home, when a criticism made us feel inadequate? Was it in society, which offered us the comfortable map of mediocrity and taught us to fear any deviation? We internalized those voices. They became our own inner critic, a tyrant governing our thoughts. It sells us the most dangerous lie of all, that the comfort zone is a safe place. But the truth is that the comfort zone is the training ground for regret. It is the quicksand where grand ambitions slowly sink. It is the place where your best version goes to die without ever having had the chance to fight. Comfort is the most addictive narcotic in existence, promising immediate relief in exchange for your future. And we accept that trade every day. When we hit the snooze button, when we choose the series over the book, when we say yes to others and no to our own projects. Self-sabotage is a subtle art. It disguises itself as perfectionism, convincing you that you can't start until everything is flawless, ensuring that you never start at all. It dresses up as realism, telling you to shrink your dreams to avoid disappointment. It presents itself as exhaustion, draining your energy before the battle even begins. It is a vicious cycle. You don't act because you're afraid to fail, and by not acting, you guarantee the failure of realizing your potential, which reinforces the belief that you are not capable. It is the cruelest self-fulfilling prophecy there is. But every tyranny has an end. And liberation begins with a single decision. The decision to stop being a victim of your own mind and to become the master of it. The journey to defeat this inner enemy is the true hero's journey of our time. The first step is not an act of brute force, but of brutal awareness. It is looking in the mirror and admitting the problem isn't out there, the problem is in here. And if I am the problem, I am also the solution. In that moment, you stop fighting your mind and start training it. You understand that motivation isn't something you wait for, it's something you create. It isn't the cause of action, it is the effect. Action comes first, the smallest, most insignificant step. You don't need the will to write an entire book today. You just need the discipline to write a single sentence. You don't need the courage to climb Everest. You just need the courage to put on your boots and take the first step out the door. It's the 5-minute rule. It's the habit stacking technique. It's the promise to be 1% better every day. This journey of reclamation is lonely at first. The world around you will keep spinning in the same routine. Your friends might not understand why you're waking up earlier. Your family might question why you're so focused. The temptation to return to the comfort of the old you will be immense. There will be days when the voice of the saboteur screams loudest, when exhaustion feels insurmountable, when doubt throws you to the ground. And it is on those days that the battle is won, not when you feel strong, but when you feel weak and act anyway. Every small victory against procrastination, every no said to a distraction, every moment you choose the pain of discipline over the comfort of quitting is a layer of armor you add to your soul. You begin to rewrite your own mental code. Where there was once, "What if I fail?" you write, "What if I fly?" Where there was, "I am not good enough," you engrave, "I am in constant evolution." You learn to treat failure not as a verdict, but as data, information, a stepping stone. You understand that resilience isn't the absence of falls, but the speed with which you get up. You discover that confidence isn't born from the absence of fear, but from action despite fear. You become a scientist in the laboratory of your own life, testing, learning, adjusting, and growing. And then one day, something extraordinary happens. You look back and barely recognize the person you used to be. The procrastination that was once the rule is now the exception. The voice of doubt, which was once a roar, is now a whisper you can barely hear. You didn't eliminate the enemy, you integrated it. You learned to dance with your fear. You transformed your greatest saboteur into your greatest ally, using the awareness of your weaknesses to build your greatest strengths. Perfectionism becomes a pursuit of excellence. The fear of failure becomes the fuel for meticulous preparation. The freedom you find isn't the absence of problems, but the unshakable confidence in your ability to solve them. The success you achieve is measured not just by external accomplishments, but the inner peace of knowing you are in control of your own destiny. You become the living proof that the greatest prison is the one we build in our minds, and that the key to that prison has always been in our pocket. Your life becomes a work of art, sculpted not in marble, but in the raw material of self-discipline and daily courage. You stop waiting for life to happen to you and start happening to life. Your story of your life doesn't have to be a cautionary tale about wasted potential. It can be an epic of triumph, a legend about someone who looked their greatest enemy in the eye and didn't back down. That enemy was themselves, and by defeating them, they became free to defeat anything else. If this message ignited a flame in you, if it made you see the battle you need to fight, don't let that flame go out. Like this video so it becomes a weapon for others fighting the same silent war. And most importantly, follow our channel and turn on notifications. Here, we don't offer easy solutions. We are a community of warriors, an army committed to getting up every day to defeat the inner enemy and build a legendary life. Join us. Your personal war begins now. What will be your first move?